The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling today? Or I should say tonight, actually. Did y'all watch the games? So Kansas City is going to the championship. And then, like I told you guys earlier, of course, I'm pulling for the Niners to take the whole thing. But we got next week, and then we got the Super Bowl the following week. You know, as I said, real quick, Usher is performing at the Super Bowl. Are y'all excited to see Usher? Okay. Ravens all the way. Oh, okay. What's up, everybody? What's up, Miss Bug? Shout out to all my members, my AT-tubers. I love y'all. Queen Shay, Asia, Juicy G, Ingrid, SF, what's up? Stephanie Collins, what's up, cousin? Winnie, we got Winnie up in the building. We got Demetria, thank you for being here. Mary D, what's up? Oh, shout out to Sonia. Shout out to everybody on Facebook as well, too. Make sure y'all hit that like button coming in the room. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate all the subscriptions. We on our way to 40K. Somebody said I started acting brand new already. All right, what's up, everybody? Okay, so we're gonna get into this whole issue with Chris Stokes. As you guys know, on Friday, Monyee released a statement on her Facebook and on Instagram stating that, hey, I married a perpetrator. Like, I married a guy who was a predator, and I knew about the allegations and I didn't say anything, but now I'm ready to speak. You know, this was her statement right here. I know it's kind of small, so let me try to read it to you guys because I know y'all can't see it. Ooh, that's small. So Monyee, the ex-wife of Chris Stokes, had said, I married him in 2004, just days before I gave birth to my fourth child. They knew each other earlier than that. So they've been together for a while, but they were only married from 04 to 09. He has faced accusation of sexual acts that I know to be true, but parties are unwilling to come forward and confirm them. I can confirm that he committed these acts, and it begins with acknowledging what I didn't want to accept. I married a perpetrator of such crimes. Now it's time for me to liberate my spirit and open up about it. For the past 2.5 years, I've dedicated time to self-improvement, working on my mental, physical, and emotional well-being, often in solitude. At this point, my heart's desire is for every victim, including myself, to heal and live long, healthy, productive lives. I seek justice. And this is when she hashtagged Chris Stokes, Marques Houston, accusations, truth, and reality. So this was all on Friday, and social media blew up. We ran with it. We talked about it on Saturday because this happened Friday night. We talked about it on Saturday. Then all of a sudden the posts were deleted. Monyee went silent, and we just kind of was left like, okay, what's going on? It just seems like, what happened? You just kind of left us hanging. Now, I have a few theories. Now, let me know if you guys agree with them. One, was she hacked? I don't think she was hacked because I feel like she would have came on and said, "I'm sorry, you guys, I was hacked. This is not what I'm thinking, or this is not what I said. Somebody hacked me and got into the system." But we didn't get that. Secondly, was she possibly paid off? Now, the divorce, I wasn't able to find that in Pacer for whatever reason. Remember, I told you guys on the website it had like little information, but I wasn't able to actually find the actual divorce. So I don't know if it's private or not, but I wasn't able to get that information. So I'm wondering, okay, well, was there some kind of um did something happen where she didn't get any money and so now she was trying to talk now, but Chris was all like, let me go ahead and pay you real quick for your silence? Or the last thought that I had was that maybe she's bullied into being silent. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, as you guys know, when Raz-B came out with his truth, he then his truth, I correct that, his truth, he then was came out with a retraction video. This was not the one from last year. This was like back in 2012. He came out with a retraction video. TMZ posted it, but then later on, Raz-B said he was forced to do that and he was bullied and stuff. And Chris Stokes was trying to have him delete it. You know, I can't say the other word. Try to have him delete it. And so he felt like he had to put out that statement, but you know, he disagreed with doing that because he was forced to. So I'm all like, possibly this could be a thing where she was worried about her life. She thought she was ready to speak out, but then she was all like, nah, let me backtrack. Now I noticed Hollywood Unlocked was one of the major players that actually reposted it, but I didn't see the Shade Room. Did you guys see the Shade Room posted at all? I did not see them at all. And I was very shocked by that because I thought, like, at least with the Shade Room, I thought maybe they would at least pick up on it, but they did not touch it. The Neighborhood Talk, they touched it. Hollywood Unlocked touched it. TMZ did not touch it. And if you look up Chris Stokes in like recent news on Google, the only real people that talked about it was like radio stations, but and then all the YouTubers. That's all you see. But you don't see anything about Monyee making a statement from any major publication. I found that quite alarming. There was nothing. Shine My Crown was one. Ice Cream Combos was one. Um, yeah, and everything else is about YouTubers. Nothing from a major outlet. What's up, Melanie? What's up, Shauna? Nothing from a major outlet letting people know, like, hey, this woman released a statement. All right, well, what's next? Because she hasn't said anything or spoken her truth. I was thinking maybe, you know, an interview was just going to drop. What's up, Patrice? I was thinking almost like an interview was going to drop, and then maybe we would know some more, but nothing has came out. Maybe she didn't have a plan. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe she didn't have a plan, and so now that she's out on her own, because most of the time when victims come out, they're really on their own. Like, yeah, people be all like, "Yeah, I'm here to support you," but who do you really have supporting you? Are they there with you in the home, making sure you safe? They making sure somebody outside your home? Because easily, and I hate to make it scary like this, but someone could possibly know where she is and be able to do something. And so that's why I'm all like, she possibly could have been bullied. Again, I have to say allegedly because I don't know, but it's very weird coming out saying something and then just disappearing. Put a one in the chat if you would agree with that statement. Making a statement and then disappearing without a follow up or saying anything else. Let me read some of your comments. It bothers me that TSR is now considered a major outlet given their quality. Touche, touche, New York Chicken Wing. Um, let me see. Okay, you guys are greeting each other. Oh, okay, a state court, so it wouldn't be in Pacer. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. I was wondering why I couldn't find it. Because Stephanie, what I was thinking about was that maybe, she got cheated in the divorce and she was all like, I went away for a couple 2.5 years. I got the healing that I needed. I'm gonna expose everything. And then Chris Stokes is all like, oh nope, I'm gonna go ahead and pay you off real quick. Just a guess, you know. Mm. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I can see that, Shauna. Okay. So I went to Chris Stokes's his Instagram, right, and looked at his story. Oh, that's music. And he's just posting about his movies, carefree. Posted a picture with his son-in-law. There's nothing here that says like the statements that were made are untrue. He literally seems unbothered. If you go to Chris Stokes, it's literally Chris Stokes 1969. Weird. But Chris Stokes 1969, or I shouldn't say weird, it's kind of like ironic. If you go to his Instagram, it doesn't say anything, no statement, no nothing saying like, hey, somebody said, put some false allegations out there. I just want to clear it up real quick because it's one, and I know some of y'all are gonna be like, well, you said TD Jake shouldn't say anything. Jackie, I did say TD Jake shouldn't say anything until paperwork is filed. But your ex-wife coming out and saying something about you, like I would think that would make you jump. That would make you move, right? How many of y'all have exes out there? Wouldn't y'all, if your ex came out with an expose or saying they're gonna expose you, wouldn't you come out and be like, let me go ahead and let me go ahead and make a statement? That's not something I'll be silent about at all. So he's being silent, she's being silent. I'm all like, what the freak is going on? Almost cuss. What the freak is going on? Really? 19. Oh my God. I almost put your comment up on the screen, Melanie. I'm glad I did. Yeah, Mary, like I would come out and be like, hey, like this is not true. Like, just ignore it. Or I say, like, I've never went to court for it and blah blah blah. I would say something, but he literally living his best life. I mean, damn. Should he, I don't want to say should he be living his best life, but it alarms me that he's not second guessing it as far as like, man, let me go in hiding, let me not say anything. He's just going on. Even when Raz-B was going crazy, right? He didn't say like, oh, let me reach out to Raz-B or I'm gonna pray for him. And remember Raz-B, when he went to the hospital this last time, he was like, I need to talk to Chris. I need to talk to my cousin. I'm sorry for everything that I've done. Please forgive me and stuff like that. Chris Stokes didn't even come out and say like, hey, I understand, you did wrong and blah, blah, blah. Chris Stokes just went about his business. So this is another thing where he's literally just going about his business, not giving a damn. It's very shocking to me because you would just think that somebody going around saying this stuff and it's still continuing for years and years, like there has been no like paperwork or anything that you try to put on these people to at least silence them, get them to stop talking. He's literally has just moved on like nothing has happened. And mind you, these aren't like some crazy, like, for example, it wasn't like this rumor is like Diddy was at a I don't know, hold on, sorry. It wasn't like a rumor like, oh, Chris Stokes was at a Diddy party. That would be something like, okay, you just ignore because I mean, there's a lot of celebrities that's been at Diddy parties, French Montana, Meek Mill, the list goes on and on. So are we gonna crucify everybody? But for him not to come out against these allegations and at least say anything and he's just basically not bothered. He's unbothered. He's unbothered by everything. And now that his wife completely deleted everything and she's not saying nothing, it's very weird to me, Very weird. And make sure you guys hit that like button as you come in the room. I doubt any of these pedals pay for their crimes on a criminal level. Shaking my head. Right. It just seems like they just go about life. Nothing ever happens. Oh, he has given. Okay, I take that back. Thank you. Thank you, that girl. I appreciate that. Okay, so he has given Raz-B a cease and desist. Okay, they have to prove this, right? Yes, yeah, they would definitely have to prove it. And this is a situation where it happened years ago, so there's not going to be probably any like DNA or anything like that. So I know when Trump lost his case, like there was DNA on a dress or something like that. I don't know if they have that. We haven't really heard like if they had any information, but that I would like to know that too as well. Because again, I always say like when you put these allegations out and then you kind of leave us hanging, like we want to defend you, like we want to have your back, but when you just kind of leave us hanging, like okay, what's going on? What's next? We're left stuck because it's all like, okay, and this is just me as a blogger. I can't keep on pushing it, saying that we need answers. We want to support the victims, right? But if the victims themselves don't come out and speak, I can't give you any more support than what I've already did. And this is kind of the same situation with the Christian Keys and the what's his name? Manasseh Jordan. This is kind of like that situation where you have people that are coming out saying these things, but then they just kind of leave us hanging like, okay, well, what next? What's going on? Like, we want to know like what should we do? Where's the proof? Where's the answers? And I'm kind of sick of everybody using Cassie as an example. What Cassie did was way different. Cassie didn't go around pitching a story or being like, hey, I'm gonna throw some shit out there and then see if it sticks, and then I'll come back a year later from now. No, Cassie filed her lawsuit. It came like a thief in the night. And we was like, whoa, like Cassie, you didn't even give us a warning. Now that one we wanted a warning for because it was some heavy shit in that lawsuit. But with everybody else, it's kind of like this whole, I'm gonna go ahead and tell my story. And if the point is to tell your story, then yes, go ahead and tell it. I'm not saying every victim should go to court and stuff like that because you're basically reliving the trauma. I'm not saying everybody should go to court, but it would be nice if, or I shouldn't say it would be nice, but if you probably don't say anything until you're ready. It seems like a lot of these people are jumping the gun before they're ready. Remember when I told you guys, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday, I believe. Yesterday, when I told you guys some things happened to me when I was younger, and I kind of not teased it, but I didn't really go into detail and stuff like that. I wasn't even ready to tell you guys about that. But I'm not. But I don't plan on pressing charges or anything like that. So I'm not gonna. That's here nor there, whatever, right? But still, I wouldn't keep teasing you guys with that, like, oh, something happened to me, something happened to me, something happened to me, if I wasn't ready to tell my story. If I'm not ready to tell my story, don't. It's kind of like with the Larry Reed situation. I know that he's, saying that he's protecting these alleged victims of TD Jakes, but are you forcing them to tell their story, or they naturally want to tell their story? Like, don't force anyone to tell their story if they're not ready, because that's what it's sounding like. Like you're forcing them to tell their story before they're ready. And again, it could be a situation where people just feel like, okay, I just got to get out of my system. I got to say something. That's very possible, right? Because sometimes, when you hold something in and it's like eating you up inside and you just got to say something, sometimes it's like that. It eats you up inside and you just gotta scream, right? I totally get that. However, when it's on a large scale like this and you're a celebrity and you're gonna put allegations on people like this, you gotta be ready for what comes with it. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys think I'm victim shaming. Give me a 2 if you don't think I am. If you think I'm victim shaming, put a 1. If you think I'm not, put a 2. And I'll catch up to some of you guys' comments. Okay, I just wanted to ask that to make sure. So if I was like, okay, then I need to explain myself better than what I'm saying. But yeah, I definitely think that with this situation, like I said, I heard about this stuff when I was in high school about the Raz-B allegations and stuff like that. And so this has been going on for at least a long time, a very long time. I don't want to age myself, but I'm 35, so you do the math. But this has been going on a long time, and it seems like this is something like we ain't gonna keep bringing this up every year. This got to be something like we go ahead and nip in the butt now. You either put out the whole truth, put it out there, and then boom. The weird thing is that there are pictures of Chris Stokes and his ex-wife together, but this was the first time we ever heard from her. And so I think that's why this really shocked everybody. Like, oh, the ex-wife, because according to her, she said, she married a perpetrator and she knew about the stuff that was going on. I still kind of walk back and compare her to Drea Kelly. I know some of y'all didn't like that the other day, comparing her to Drea Kelly. For those of you who don't know who Drea Kelly is, she was married to Robert Sylvester Kelly. Y'all know I can't say the name, Robert Sylvester Kelly. And all the things he did. There was a whole that's where the Surviving series came from him. And she claims that she didn't know anything, she didn't see anything. And I'm all like, y'all were married for like, I want to say they were married for like 20 years or something like that, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they were married a long time, children and everything. And you didn't know nothing? Nothing triggered, like nothing? For me, and I know I'm going to hell for this, I just think you knew something. Something wasn't right. At least you might not have seen, here's what I'm saying. You might not have seen the acts, but you had to see something not right, like the credit card or, somebody going this, somebody doing that. Like you didn't see nothing that was kind of like, this ain't right. What's up, Kyla? Like you did not see anything that wasn't right. That's still my question. I know I'm probably an a-hole for saying that, but I still question that, Let me read some of your comments real quick. But Drea always claims she didn't see or know anything. Yeah. And he married a child before he married Drea. Come on now, lady. Fair. Exactly. Talk about it. Okay. So y'all agree with me on the Drea Kelly thing then, huh? Okay. Yeah, like I'm just all like, you didn't get no kind of warning signs, like, and mind you, I'ma even say something that I shouldn't, but she was still with Robert Sylvester Kelly when the tape came out. So now I'm gonna ask y'all, we're gonna do another 30-second countdown. I love doing the polls and stuff like that. Shut up, it's my show. I can do it if I want to. But do you guys believe that Drea Kelly did not know anything about what Robert Sylvester Kelly was doing? my thing is like, okay, so when somebody is cheating on you, right? You might not necessarily know that someone is cheating and stuff like that. But for me, with Drea Kelly, like that was kind of like a whole organized thing going on. Like and it was multiple, and so you just didn't know like anything, like nothing. And so with Monyee, going back to Chris Stokes' ex-wife, I'm all like, okay, she's almost admitting like she knew, but she wanted to pretend like it didn't exist. So at least with this one, she's not saying like, "Oh, I didn't know what was going on." It seemed like she's saying like, I thought that this was something." She knew who she married. That's what it seems like she's saying. She's saying that she knew who she married, and basically that's it. Yeah, because where it say, I can confirm that he committed these acts, and it begins with acknowledging what I didn't want to accept. I married a perpetrator of such crimes. So yeah, she didn't want to accept it. She held it in, she suppressed it, but she did not want to accept it. So that basically confirms right there she knew. What's up, River? Yes, yes, definitely. Right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. She had to know something. Right. Oh Lord, I don't know. I probably should have put that one up as a, but yeah, I can't play the game like, oh, I didn't know what was going on. I'm so confused. Like, nah, nah. But like I said with Monyee, now I can't necessarily say that she's a perpetrator too, because she did say in that statement she was also a victim as well too. So obviously she was afraid to come forward. She was afraid to say anything. So I can see it in that case. And I think I would respect Drea Kelly if she came out and said like, I knew what was going on, but I was just afraid for my life, and I just didn't want anything to happen to me or my children, so I stayed quiet. I think if Drea said that, we would have respected that more than, oh, I didn't know anything. What do you guys think? If Drea came out and said that I did know that things are going on, would you guys have respected her more? Yeah, that whole like, oh, I don't know anything. Yeah, that doesn't work for me. But back to Monyee, she's saying that she finally can accept it. Like, yeah, I seen some stuff go on. I knew about it, and now I'm trying to get y'all to heal just like I heal. Remember, I'm the king of healing. I know it's exclusive right here, but I'm the king of healing. We all healing this year, and she wants the victims to be able to heal because just imagine if Monyee, the ex-wife, came out and was all like, "Yo, Raz-B is telling the truth. This is true. What he is saying." This would have changed the trajectory of a lot of shit if she came out and said, I knew about this. You know, if she came out and was all like, I knew this was going on. I'm sorry that you went through this, but that wasn't said at all. Was she on Love and Hip? I thought she was on that ex-wife show. I thought that's what the show she was on, the ex-wife show. Was she on Love and Hip Hop? Dre, I'm talking about. Oh, what you say? That still wouldn't work because she's been acting like a fool since Surviving series, dancing in the music. Okay, okay, that still wouldn't work for y'all. What's up, Angela? Okay, she was. Yeah, I thought it was the ex Hollywood show. Oh, she was on Love and Hip Hop. Oh, I did not know that, y'all. Okay. Yeah. She's getting her celebrity on. I mean, at the same time, I know you got to work. I can't say, oh, you shouldn't work or anything like that, but I'm still looking at her with a cocked eye. I'm still looking at her like, okay, something ain't right about this. Something is not right. Um, Now, I always forget to screenshot shit, you guys. I am a horrible person. I always forget to screenshot stuff. I'm a blogger. I should screenshot everything, right? So Ricky, Raz-B's brother, actually went live, not live. He did an Instagram story and he said, "Yo, I'm gonna be interviewing with Tasha K." So it seems that Tasha K will be interviewing Ricky soon. Now, I don't know when it will happen. I did kind of give an exclusive on my members only about the situation, but he doesn't know when it's going to go down or when it's going to happen, but he is going to actually state his his story. Shout out to Night and Day, because as I know, he did interview with Night and Day. Shout out to the homies Night and Day. They had re-uploaded their interview from him, so I'm excited to see what he has to say. As far as like, I already know what he said, but now knowing that Monyee, like, has he talked to her? Does he know if she's in hiding? Is she okay? Like, I would love to know that information. So, hopefully, that interview will happen soon. Let me catch up to some of your comments while you guys are typing. Oh, they are filing a lawsuit. Okay, allegedly. Okay, okay. Oh, wow. And she has access to a lot of attorneys. Oh, wow. Thank you, Rose, for that. Yeah, shout out to Curry Gang. All right. Oh, Growing Up Hip Hop. That's what the show was. Okay. Oh, damn. That's how you feel, Net? Trash? And don't forget, you guys are welcome to state your opinion. Just be respectful, so I don't care. Well, she said he's behind in child support. Oh. No, well, let me read your whole comment, love. I'm sorry, Ebony Love. She said, "Are you putting the bulk of the responsibility on her when, as she said, the victims themselves, other than Raz-B, weren't willing to speak out and press charges? How long does she know?" That's a very good question. So, am I putting the full responsibility on her? No, I can't put the full responsibility on her. I'm just stating, like, well, honestly, it's a give and take, because yes and no. Yeah, no. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we haven't heard her full story yet, so we don't know. But from what I'm reading, from what she said, is that she can confirm, like, what happened did really happen, but she was a victim herself. And so what I'm saying is that she could have been afraid to say anything. This is why she didn't say nothing. But also I was saying, well, damn, if she just came out and said, like, yo, this is true, Raz-B is not lying, how that could have changed things. Raz-B has had a hard life since coming out and speaking his truth. Just imagine, I think Ricky Romance was the only person that said, like, yeah, he did stuff to me. Ricky Romance is Raz-B's brother. He's the only one who was like, yeah, stuff happened to me too. But everybody else, like all the members of Immature, B2K, none of them, like, were they didn't have his back. They're like, oh, that didn't happen to us. Oh, no, no. And again, like I said, as a man, it really plays with your psyche, because if you say that I was touched or I was this or that, people are going to say, oh, well, you gay. And so instead of thinking like, oh, no, this person is just a predator, they take that predator and they mix it in with somebody who's same gender loving, and not separating the two. Because at the same time, a predator can be a female. We just think of a man, we naturally go like, oh, it's a man. But a predator can be a female, so it has nothing to do with your sexuality. These people are just nasty. Nothing to do with being gay or anything like that. These people are nasty because they're going after children. So I want to make that clear too. So it's so going back to my point, when you're a man, sometimes it's hard to come out and say things, because you're not going to get the same support. People are going to say like, oh, look at you, oh, you got this done to you and that done. It really messes with you. This is coming from a male's perspective. I can only speak from my perspective. um it's hard. It's hard. And again, I want to clarify, I'm not saying that when women, something happened to women, I'm not saying, oh, well, you guys can take it because you're women. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just giving you the psyche of a male because that's the only example I can give you because I've lived the life. Okay, let me catch up to some of your comments in here. I did not know Chris Stokes married. Yep. Yep, he's married. No, I didn't see that. No. Right, right. People make fun of you. They be like, "Oh, well, you liked it. Oh, yeah." People are just nasty. You know what I mean? They're really cruel. Right, 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 Patrice. Right. Yeah, I definitely believe him. Yeah, I believe Raz-B. Uh, Ooh, I'm glad you brought that up, Ebony, because that was controversial. I know on the last live, some people were upset with Nadi. I don't know if all of them have always been Jehovah Witness and stuff like that. I don't know that. I know Marques Houston is, but I don't know about the rest of them. What I wanted to say was that I believe Nadi was talking about her own experience, because I'll let you guys know something. My grandmother was a Jehovah's Witness, and I've never seen any of that stuff go on there. Nadi was talking about her own personal experience at hers. And again, just like every church is different, also every Kingdom Hall is different too. So I just want to apologize to anybody who was offended by that. I can't speak for the whole organization, but I will say that where she went to, that was her experience. So I wanted to go ahead and just kind of clarify that. Okay. Let me catch up. Okay, Chris is a Jehovah's Witness. Okay. Right, Jay. Right. Jay, I just don't know if I could put your comment up because you said a lot of the affiliates out there. But if y'all read JB comment, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, different things, different things. Right, and she was a runaway. She's still listed as a runaway. That is still strange. And thank you for bringing that up, Melanie. I appreciate that. Because there's like I don't know if it's the real Marques Houston or not, but there's a Marques Houston going around in different chats and stuff like that, telling people to take down their videos and stop talking about stuff. I don't know if you guys seen that or not, but there's like and again, I don't know if it's the real Marques Houston or not. I don't know if anybody checked it, but I know it happened to Diva, it happened to Wiley, and it happened to somebody else too. I forgot who it was, but it happened to a third. It was like three different channels that had this fake Marques Houston or the real fake, I don't know, allegedly Marques Houston in there. That person has not visited my chat at all, so I really don't know. But yeah, pretty crazy. And I know that there have been some content creators that have actually got emails from like allegedly Chris Stokes himself saying like, hey, take the video down or threatening people. So it's a lot. Yeah, Night and Day got emails from Chris Stokes. Yeah. There's a lot of content creators who've been contacted by people. But again, like I said, I don't know for a fact if it is them, but it's weird. Anytime that you bring up Chris Stokes, even if it's not relevant, you'll still get contacted by someone. You know, that's very strange to me. There was a comment that someone left on my post the other day, and I wanted to find it for you guys real quick. One moment. Let me see. Are all the children they have by Stokes? That's a good question. I know she said she got married on her fourth child. I don't know if with her fourth child, I don't know if all four are his and hers. That I don't know that. That's a good question. I actually tried to Google that, but I couldn't find it. And thank you guys for subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. I appreciate that. And then, of course, you guys can go ahead and send a super chat, super sticker if you'd like to support the channel, or you can send a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You know all the good stuff. You know I don't like to beg y'all all the time, but when I do beg, it's for a reason. Okay, let me see if I can find that comment from the other day, you guys. One moment. Oh no, I can't find it. No, don't tell me I can't find it. The people are like, AT2, what comment are you talking about? I swear, this only happens to me where I can't find the stuff that I'm looking for. All right. Okay. So someone had left a comment in my chat. They go by the name, what do you do 5488, right? They said Chris Stokes and Marques Houston were / are lovers. In 2005, when Marques made his Sex With You music video, Next Door to My House, I'm not going to say everything what I witnessed. Chris Stokes' baby was crying on the motorhome, in the motorhome, and the mom couldn't calm the baby down. He was about 5 months or so. Well, Marques took the baby from her, and instantly the baby stopped crying. That baby is now 18 years old. And remember, she just said she had her fourth child in 2004. And so this kind of makes sense right here, you guys. Well, when Marques was holding the baby, Chris came over and hugged Marques around his neck. They appear to be a loving couple. I watched them eyeing and taking mental notes. Raz-B wasn't lying. Chris's mom told me that her son did do it and that he was under investigation. I was going to interview Raz-B, and Mama Stokes asked me not to because of the investigation. So according to this commenter, they were saying that they were going to go ahead and interview Raz-B, but then Mama Stokes said not to because he was under investigation. But then it was like, what happened with the investigation? Now, again, this person said this is what they witnessed. The baby was crying. And then I guess, Marques had the baby and then, had his arm around him in a very loving, caressing way. Again, I don't know if this was true or not, but thank you for this person leaving that. The only reason why this is interesting to me is because, again, with Monyee's statement, she hashtagged Marques Houston. And like I told you guys from the beginning, Marques Houston was always like they say he was like the person that was involved with the whole thing and, Oh, here we go. Is this the real Chris Stokes? I don't know if this is the real Chris. I can drop the link. Can someone click on the profile and see if this is the real Chris Stokes? Because it could be again, it could be a troll. I don't want to say it is him. This definitely could be a troll. Not him. Okay, thank you, Jay. For you. Oh, you quick with that. He got 1 sub. Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Okay, it's not the real him. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. I would definitely put something up. No, yeah. If it's somebody I don't know, yeah, they got to show their face before they come up here. They just can't, Definitely not. Let me read some of your comments real quick. Damn trolls. No, it's not really him. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate that. We support AT2 with this video. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. AT2, I believe she took it down knowing that people would say, why did you not do something? Asking her why now. Oh, Luciana, I didn't think about that. Okay, what do you guys think about that? Like, she felt guilty. Like, maybe that's why she took it down. I could see that could be a different perspective. I like that. Okay. Just check. It's him. Oh, you said it's really him? He would have trailers for y'all are crazy. Don't be hating on the Tubi. I still haven't watched the Tubi movie before, y'all. Possible. Okay. Let me check my DM real quick. Okay, nothing in the DM. Okay. I know usually let me check my email real quick. Hold on. Because usually you'll get an email from somebody saying like, hey, you need to take this down or something. I didn't see that. Email. Okay, no, it's not the real him. No. Trust me, these people will email you quick, fast, and in a hurry and be like, hey, this and that and that and this. He likes the email. Yeah, I didn't get an email. I don't think it's really him. Let me check my AT2 one. Hold on real quick. This will let me know if it's the real him. This is how we can confirm it. Watch, I get an email now. Again, no email. Let me check this one. Oh, you know what? I think this account is linked to. Okay, this is the right one right here. Yeah. Okay, the AT2 one. No email. Yeah, it's fine. And notice that the troll went away too. I don't see him in the chat anymore either. I hate when people do the trolling. Like I always all like, you don't have to troll. And like, see some YouTuber. Damn it, I'm not trying to be shady, but some of you be all like, yeah, that's him. Remember there used to be a fake Jag account, a fake Jaguar right account would come in the chat and shit like that. I would hate that. Oh, it said we only got 54 likes. Everybody hit that like button right now. 30 seconds. I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to go ahead and click out, hit that like button, and come right back. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know what they get from the whole trolling thing. Like, oh, I'm gonna create a fake account and go in people's chats and tell them this and that. That's always weird to me. I guess honestly, it's to throw off your show because then you'll forget what you're talking about and you'll throw it off. Or some people might believe it and then you be all like, "Oh yeah, there's a celebrity." Like, I seen one YouTuber. They're like, "Yeah, I DM Chris all the time," and they were showing their phone, but all the messages were literally to Chris, but not Chris responding to their messages. I'm not gonna say who the YouTuber was, but they're like, yeah, I talk to Chris all the time, and I'd be sending him this and that, and like they were, and they showed their DM right, but the DM was all messages to him, and no like reply back or anything like that. I'm not gonna say who it is, but hair flip. Anyway, moving on. I know I'm wrong for that. I know I'm wrong, but I was all like, Chris ain't talking. Chris don't give a damn about you. You know what? I should start lying now. I should be like, yeah, I just talked to this celebrity yesterday. I just need to start lying and shit now. Everybody else lie. I might as well just lie. Like, I was talking to this person. Like, you ain't. If you talking to that person, you ain't got to show it. Like, we don't care if you show. Like, come on now. Like, okay. Even if you did, they were probably all like, "Leave me alone, weirdo." That's that's probably what they said. Leave me alone, weirdo. Like, why are you messaging me? Like, stop stalking me. Like, that's something I would say if somebody was bothering me. I'd be like, stop stalking me, you weirdo. Like, I wouldn't be all like, oh yeah, this person talks to me. All right, okay, whatever. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. You can't even find the channel. Oh, see. Mm. You said block Lele? Oh, what happened? Hold on. Let me look at the chat real quick. Did she say something crazy? You were doing so well. I'm being nice, y'all. I'm being nice. Oh, they didn't say anything bad. Or you think they troll? Okay, I don't know. They haven't said anything crazy. When they say something crazy, y'all, uh, yeah, that's okay. Yeah. That's all right. I don't care. Anyway, y'all. So now with Monyee not basically going to say anything and her just kind of disappearing, um, do we just kind of forget about all this? Like, this is where I'm kind of left because I'm kind of like, it would be nice if Raz-B spoke out about this. I don't think Monyee, I don't think we're gonna hear from her. I think that's long done over with, right? But I would like for Raz-B to actually say something. Like, the only thing he has done was go on his Instagram and put like Bible verses and stuff like that. And then he talked about he lost 20 pounds, which congratulations, you lost 20 pounds. But he has said nothing about this. Chris Stokes just has an update. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Nope. Just pictures of him and his son-in-law. He hasn't said anything. So yeah, it's just very weird to me, you know. Uh oh, okay, bye. Let me see. Raz needs to do whatever is necessary for his mental health. I agree, Ebony. You're right about that. Yeah, definitely his mental health is important. You know, I'm a big advocate for mental health, so I can't say like, oh, well, you need to do this and do that. You know, he has to do it at his own time. I would just like for him, like, now is the time. I think like 2024 is the year where the year of exposing. I still feel like it's the year of healing, but it's the year of exposing. And a lot of people are like, yo, we need to expose this and put this out there and get it done and over with. But, you know, it's going to come on his own time. Something that I do find interesting is that his brother Ricky, who also says that he's a victim, is getting ready to put out a book. He's trying to find an illustrator for his cover. So he's going to put out his story and tell us what's going on. So I'm interested. I'm interested to find out, you know, what he thinks about this whole situation, what he has to say. Again, like I told you guys, he's going to be interviewing with somebody soon. So we'll see, you know, what he has to say. Do we think that there'll be any other victims coming forward against Chris Stokes, or do you think that this is going to be one of those? I don't want to say unsolved mysteries, but you know, this is just going to get swept under the rug because Quindon, you know, was the other guy who came out and spoke up, but he unfortunately passed away. They said in a car accident. I know at first they said that he self-deleted himself, but it was actually a car accident that happened. So um, that was the only person that came forward other than Raz-B. Now we have Monyee, but now Monyee has gone cold turkey and silent, and we don't know. So it's interesting to see if like maybe there'll be anybody else say like, hey, this did happen to me or whatnot, you know. Again, I have to say allegedly because nobody has gone to court yet, so I have to say allegedly, you know. You know, Chris Stokes' sister in the 90s. Yes, his sister is smooth. She used to have that one song. Hennessy. That's the way. That's the way. Yeah. Oh, yo, Rose Gold. Okay, you must be a 90s baby. I used to love this song. You know, 90 babies, we used to sing the songs that we shouldn't be singing. You know, so yeah. But his sister is smooth. She used to be a rapper. Yeah. At this point, they need to sue or move on. You know what? Do not. You got a good point. You have a good point. I was kind of saying that earlier. Um, I think it's one of those situations where, like, we want to support you, we want to believe you, but when you just kind of leave us hanging and you don't tell us anything else, or you know, you just go silent. It's like, what do we do? Like, I'll say one thing about Denat. Like, when he's telling like his stories and stuff like that, he'll either put a name on it or he'll just make it like a general thing. Like, if you're gonna make it like a general thing, just say that. Just make it a general, like, you know, things happen in Hollywood, blah blah blah. Leave it at that. But if you're gonna say this person X, Y, and Z did something to me, then you gotta tell every, like, you just can't put crazy allegations out there and not say nothing. Like, you have to, you know, you gotta say what it is. And again, these are full grown adults. These are not like the children's in those cases, you know, most people you know, would assume, but like, these are adults now. So I don't want to conflate the two, because they're all like, wait, what if you were a child? No, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the adults. You know, I want to clarify that before people be in the comment section going crazy. Because it's weird, because when y'all in the comment section, I can't like clarify what I mean. So I always try to think about that in the back of my mind. Uh oh, hold on. I just got a DM. Hold on. Let me see who this is from. Oh yeah, Mildred Christian. Yeah, he glowing. Living my life like it's golden. He's selling like some skincare stuff. You know. Yeah, Demetria, don't. Y'all so petty. Everybody is welcome in here. You know, we love everybody. Yes, hitting that like button is free. It's free 99. Exactly. Okay, hold on. Let me. Oh, hold on. Oh no, that was something else. No, never mind. That was a group. Like, it kept pinging. It kept pinging a couple of times, and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm probably getting hit up right now." No, it ain't Chris Stokes. Don't worry. I was all like, "Oh, he finally hit me back." For those of you just joining, there was a fake Chris Stokes account in here. It wasn't the real him. Okay, Ebony says they don't have to do anything, whether you are an adult or a child. The same fears and traumas can exist decades later, especially with powerful predators of influence. It's not so simple to a full right. You're right about that. You're right about that, Ebony. I definitely respect that. And again, see, the way Ebony said it made perfect sense. We can have a disagreement without it getting crazy, or, you know, people cussing each other out. She opened the floodgates for the victims and their families, and the lawsuits are coming. These attorneys have to make sure they have secured case first. Oh, rose gold. I never thought about it like that. It possibly could be a thing where she was all like, you know what? Let me get out here, kind of get the ball rolling, and then, you know, other people will come forward and have support. Because I'll tell you one thing: when you're the only one that it has happened to, it is kind of hard to speak out. Most people don't speak out. I shit. I yesterday I was telling y'all how I didn't speak out and why I didn't. You know, that was even hard to say, because, like I said, I haven't had a conversation with my parents about that. So, you know, I didn't even want to, and I still haven't necessarily spoke on it, but it's traumatizing. So, you know, and Ebony, thank you for mentioning that, because it is. it is a lot for people to come forward and tell their story. It's not so simple. You're right about that. You know, um, and again, I'm still this is where I kind of flip again because I'm still under the agreement like, hey, if you're not ready to say anything, do not come on social media and say nothing. Wait until you're actually fully ready to come out and say something. Um, I still go back and forth with like the not so much Monyee, right? She's kind of like the topic of conversation for this weekend. I think if nothing else happens, it's gonna die down for the rest of the week, right? But I will say with like the Christian Keys and the Manasseh and all that, like with them coming out and just kind of putting stuff out there, and then we're being teased about lawsuits and we have proof and all this stuff, and we still haven't seen anything. Those two, for me, this is just for me. I don't know about y'all, but this is just for me. I'm sick of the shit. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm sick of the shit. And again, we seeing Christian promoting his show, promoting his skincare and everything like that, living his best life, basically pretending like nothing happened. I'm kind of like, okay, I get the game. All right, whatever. And then with Manasseh, he's putting stuff behind his paywall. Then you got Larry Reed out there giving us context clues and stuff like that. And we're all, oh, look at TD Jakes with his shirt poking out. He had his chest poking out. No, he's fat. Us fat people, everything poke out because everything is tight on our body. So it has nothing to do with him trying to poke anything out. So it like those cases I would say are different. With a Raz-B, yeah, he definitely, we've seen how he has spiraled. He needs time. He needs to take his time to, do him. And this is probably something that is triggering for him. So he doesn't want to come forward and say anything. However, I do feel that it's just not the right time. And now he's trying to get his stuff together before he can address all that. And maybe too, the reason why Raz-B hasn't said anything, because maybe he's all like, screw y'all, because y'all didn't take me serious. Y'all didn't have my back originally when I first said something. So screw y'all. Now y'all have to deal with this. This could be Raz-B's thought process. And I wouldn't blame them, because just imagine if you came forward with your truth and nobody believed you. And now all of a sudden, years later, people go like, oh, we believe you. You're a victim. You feel jaded. You would be messed up. Naturally, you'd be like, screw everybody. Oh, yeah, for the robocalls. Yep, that's true. You read some of your comments. Christian Settle is Christian Settle. Is there anyone in Fulton County who can get some documents? Oh, you hey, we've all been reporting he must have settled. That's the word on the curb. He settled. Yet those many, right. Got some big arms on the table. I like that, middies. Oh my god. Right, sick of it. Okay, see y'all get what I'm saying, y'all. They playing games. See, I don't think necessarily it's because like I want them to be forced to come out and say their truth or anything like that. It's just like the whole back and forth, and then just it just seemed like once they get the money or they're profiting off of it, that's when it turns me off. Like I'll be all like, okay, it seemed like you're just trying to make a profit off of this. Nah, I'm cool. Like if you're gonna tell your story, if you're gonna come forward and say like this happened to me, you just go ahead and say it. You ain't gotta like lead us on and give us context clues and then try to, because people get hurt at the end of the day. Just like, originally we're thinking Tyler Perry, and then everybody was all like, no, it's Robert, it's this person, it's that person. We're naming all black billionaires. And it's all like, well, damn, they probably looking at this shit like, this ain't got shit to do with me. Like, Christian, what's going on? Because now my name in it, Just as thought, they're human. I was watching Tiffany Haddish's live yesterday, and I'm gonna post not yesterday, earlier before I started this live, and I'm gonna post some of it because she was saying like, I may pretend like it doesn't bother me, but y'all hurt me with the stuff you say. And I was like, damn, because I do celebrity gossip and shit like that, right? But Doesn't it hurt your feelings when people are talking about you? I know some of y'all are like, oh, I don't give a damn, I don't care, blah blah blah. Put a one in the chat when somebody is talking about you. It actually does hurt your feelings. Put a one. Because I'll be honest, it does. It bothers me when people talk about me. Most of the time, I can kind of just like never mind it, especially if it's somebody who keeps talking shit about me. I'm all like, oh, they're just gonna keep doing it. I don't care. But for the most part, it does bother you when there's like not necessarily people talking shit about you, but like a narrative being put out there about you. No, do not. You need to put one times a million. Don't your ass be lying. Or maybe the zero meant something else. I'm sorry if it meant something else. Let me some of these essay allegations seem to be dog whistle for a settlement. Yeah, that's kind of what I got from Christian. That was kind of like a dog whistle for like, yeah, let me get my money, you know. And I think the other accusers with Diddy cases. Oh, you think it's Tierra Marie? Actually, I was watching The Knot, and he was the one who was all like, "That it must be Tierra Marie, because Tierra Marie is from Detroit. Um, she's in the music industry. She's a public figure. She's 30, she's 38. I think they said the woman is 35, but she's 38. Maybe they lied about the age. But here's the thing, they said the woman lived in Canada. Has Tia Marie ever lived in Canada? That's my thing. Like, I need that Canadian connection. Like, who is somebody who's a public figure, and who is Stephanie still here? Because there's a thing, Diddy is a mother. Let me tell you why. Because I remember asking Stephanie, I was all like, well, I don't think it's fair that somebody can sue as a Jane Doe. And she was like, no, 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 AT2. The thing is that the people that are being sued by Jane Doe, they know who Jane Doe is. We as the public don't know who it is, because obviously you can't defend yourself against somebody you don't quote unquote know, right? But the lawyers will know who the person is and stuff like that. So basically what Diddy is trying to do is unmask the person, so then we'll know who it is, you know. But I don't think it'll change the difference, because at this point Diddy career is you know. So Stephanie, he's just trying to do it just to embarrass the person, right? He just wants to unmask them. Like, okay, you want to say these things about me? Let me uncover who you are. That's pretty nasty. That's sick. That was to throw you off. Tierra Marie 38. No, but here's the thing. That would be perjury if they were lying in their lawsuit, though. Do not, like, that's why I'm all like, no, like, it has to be somebody of that, unless this lawsuit was filed a long time ago. No, it wasn't. I don't think they would throw things in there to try to throw us off like that. Could it be Nelly Furtado? Oh, I didn't think it. No, no, no. Because I think the picture. I don't think I. Yeah, I don't have the picture still in my file, but it was a black girl. It was a black girl. Now the face was blurred, but it's someone with a darker complexion. It's not dark. I don't want to say dark. Somebody with a caramel complexion. So it necessarily don't have to be black, but at least a caramel complexion. Melissa Ford. You know, tell me why I was kind of secretly thinking that, because Melissa Ford is from Canada, but I was looking to see if Melissa Ford, and for those of you who don't know, Melissa Ford was a vixen back in the day, video girl, and now she's on the Joe Budden podcast. But I was thinking Melissa Ford, but I was looking to see if she's connected to why do I want to say Chicago, Detroit, and she's not. She's not though. Nelly is 45. Okay. She isn't a singer. But I don't know if it said singer. It just said public. Oh no, it did. It did. It did. It did. I do think it said a singer. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna share Denot's video, and then y'all can go and watch and then try to put the clues together, because it's interesting what he came up with. But I was thinking Melissa Ford, but it is somebody with a music connection though, huh? It is somebody with like a music kind of connection or some shit like that, huh? Oh, I got my head spinning now. I'm like, who the hell is it? Okay, it ain't Melissa Ford. Okay, we tried. What's up, Lori? Thank you for being here. She's up. Good question. Yeah. Or point, I should say. Okay, so it has to be somebody who's a singer. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to get all the girls with a caramel complexion and be like, who's from Detroit? Who? And trust me, I looked up famous singers in Detroit. That did not help narrow it down at all. I promise you, it did not help. That's why I'm all like, okay, maybe this was somebody who wanted to be a singer but couldn't cut it out to be a singer. You know, I was also thinking about that one chick from Canada. Her name is like Keisha or something like that. Um, she's the girl who inspired the Kiki, Do You Love Me, the Drake song. She's the one who inspired, I forgot what her name is, but she was like a guest, not a guest, but a host on the BET show. Remember 106 in Park? Hold on. Host of 106 in Park. Let me tell y'all real quick. Keisha Shante. If y'all look up Keisha Shante, I thought this could possibly be who it is. Keisha Shante. But I don't think it's her though. Yeah, it's not her though. Oh yeah, I think she goes by Keisha Renee too or something like that. Right. Yeah. But I thought it was her. Hold on. Let me blow up her picture real quick. Here she is. Hopefully nobody texts me. Hold on. Oh, okay. I think I got it close enough. Yeah, but I was thinking it was her. That's who my other guess was, but we may never know. Well, if the judge doesn't approve it, we may never know who the person exactly is. But very interesting. But anyway, you guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do y'all think, or let me do a one last final vote. Do y'all think Monyee, Chris Stokes' ex-wife, was she bullied? Was she paid off? Or was she having regret about coming forward? Let me know in the chat right now. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that. She said the team probably didn't get enough information yet, basically. And so that's why they're trying to figure out, like, well, who the is it? Okay, that's what happened. Okay, some of y'all said bully, regret, all of the above. Yep. It could be a combination of all of it, y'all. We may never really know. But like I said, this story is kind of dying down now because it seemed like no one else is no one else is coming forward, but there might be somebody to come forward and speak out. So time will tell. But thank you guys so much for watching the show. I love every single one of y'all. Shout out to my members. Shout out to my moderator, Stephanie, for holding it down. Just shout out to everyone in the chat right now because I just want to say we going up. We almost at 40K. Thank you guys for getting me to this point and just rocking with me. I know I piss y'all off every day, but just knowing that I can piss y'all off and y'all still rock with me, I appreciate y'all. And tell somebody you love them today. Before you go to bed, tell somebody you love them, all right? Deuces, I love y'all. But we out.